far does your jab go? I'm only 5'5", so mine doesn't go very far at all. I tore my right bicep a while back and couldn't use my right hand at all, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to make my jab actually hit people and actually work for me. But even if you're a big, tall, lanky boy, everybody wants a couple more inches. Some schmuck named Noah won the $500 Rev Gear gift card by putting his email address in the link below. They gave a $500 Rev Gear gift card away last month. They're giving another one away at the end of this month. All they want is your email. That's literally all you do. You just go to the link, there's a field, punch in your email. $500 Rev Gear gift card. And I know for the past month or so, y'all have been eyeballing these and be like, those aren't the same black and blacks on the website. These are a matte black on black. I'm not supposed to show them to you. So not only am I giving away Rev Gear stuff, I'm also, I'm pretty sure I'm violating an NDA by putting these in videos. Black Friday, check them out. I'm going to tell you all about these. They're limited edition, only Hard to Hurt. The giveaway is only for Hard to Hurt viewers. These gloves are only for Hard to Hurt viewers. I'm going to show, I don't know, what is it? 3 techniques to help lengthen your jab, I guess. I'll do 3 techniques to, I tend to divide techniques up into white magic, black magic, and chaos magic. White magic is pretty simple, straightforward stuff that everyone should do. That's footwork. The first technique is obviously stepping and jabbing. Like this. Sometimes what people do is they want to lean. The reason you want to lean is because in our brains we think, okay, the bad guy's over there. I don't want to go over there. I want to hit him and not get hit. The problem is this doesn't actually keep my face further away. This is better because now I'm more mobile. So we want to keep our weight split evenly. We want to keep our balance. We want to keep our structure. So a step. We step, there's a certain amount of weight you put. You don't put a ton of weight and get too heavy. You don't want to lean. You know what? I'm lying. Come here. You can lean. You can lean. One way to increase the length of your jab, lean. Lean and use arm muscle. That makes it 4 techniques. 4 techniques to increase the length of your jab. You can just go, and you're like, Mike, you definitely can't do that. I don't know. I see world champion fighters doing it all the time. If you know your limitations, you can lean. So there's another technique, but back to the footwork. But, so another way to do that, which I guess would be 5 techniques. 5 techniques to increase the range of your jab is moving both feet. Both feet, both at the same time, both. That's important. A lot of people mess this up and they'll do something like this, or they'll do like this. This is a fine technique if you're going to plan to follow up, but I think it's inferior to doing it off the bounce with both feet. The problem with the bounce is people are lazy and lame and they don't have any leg muscles and they tend to do this when they move both their feet and they go, gotcha. Ha-ha. That's whack, that's lame, that's not how you do it. You got to exert some strength, you got to push the floor away with your feet, dig in, and get in, both feet, out, both feet. They both lift, they both go. This is a thing, and if you're lame and slow, and your coach doesn't really explain things to you very thoroughly, maybe you lack proprioception, maybe you guys just don't do any strength training. I get why people do this, but that's not the end-all be-all of footwork. This is a lot stronger, a lot faster, and when you land and as you land, you have a lot more options. And you can still come in with follow-up shots, but both feet is kind of tough for people. You should be able to do it from static, from flat if you're that kind of guy. It's easier off of the bounce. So if you're already bouncing, it can be a little easier to use both feet at the same time. So where are we at? 4 techniques? Wait, no. So where are we at? That means 5.
It'd be 5 now?
It's 5. We've done 3. We need 2 more. So some black magic. This is the hidden details of the dark secrets of techniques themselves. There's 2 modifications. That makes it 6 techniques, 6 ways, 6 tips to improve the length of your jab. 2 specific modifications. Both of them are gonna look wrong, that's why they're black magic. If I just jab the textbook way that all the jabronis that comment on your heavy bag videos and sparring videos on Instagram, like this shoulder has to meet this chin. But it doesn't really. It really doesn't. You can pull this away. Pulling this shoulder back actually helps you reach further by providing a counterbalance. I can't quite reach with just a very strict jab. I can reach if I pull this shoulder back. And you're thinking, but Mike, look at this. Look at all this face. Jeff Chan actually is part of my inspiration for this lesson, but he does it with his cross. He throws his cross like this, and you think, oh, face wide open. Why wouldn't you throw it like this so that you're more protected? If I present the target to the guy, I can reasonably predict which target he'll choose. Like, it doesn't make any sense for in this moment for him to be, nothing else is vulnerable. It's just coming this way. So remember, advanced striking is just beginner mistakes done on purpose. If you're doing it on purpose, it's not wrong. Unless you're getting your shit rocked, then it is wrong. Don't do it. Can't quite reach. Common error here, it's gonna be elbow flare. Boom. People are gonna flare the elbow. And your boring, vanilla striking coach might tell you like this is an error, and it kinda is, but if I'm jabbing him, nobody's gonna hit me here, right? When you're in tight like this is important, this is bad, but nobody's hitting me over here where this would protect anyway. It's a calculated risk. We're fighting. Stuff is gonna happen. If I do this, he might do that. It doesn't matter much, but try not to. Try not to do this. Just think about that shoulder coming back just enough to provide enough counterbalance that you can reach out there a little further without having to lean. So we've done leaning as a technique, 2 pieces of footwork, 1 adjustment technique, that's 4. I started with 3? Technique number 5, here's some black magic. Kung Fu nerds about to get excited. You can do a little shenanigans with this hand to add an extra 3/4 of an inch. You know what 3/4 of an inch is? 3/4 of an inch is the difference between a strike touching and penetrating enough to move that jaw, turn that head, or smash that nose, or wiggle a tooth a little bit. 3/4 of an inch is a big deal. You can extend your jab. This is a cool jab. This is good textbook, balanced. I didn't lean, I didn't step, I didn't do anything, right? And if I were just a little bit out of range, maybe you've got a guy who's got a really good pull counter. Maddox, throw me a fist out here. Maybe you got a guy who's got a really good pull counter and he knows how to, come on man, extend your jab, pull your other shoulder back. There you go, yeah, reach. Maybe you got a guy who's got a really good pull counter and as it comes, he rides it out and he's like, it's like touching you. And then as you bring it back, boom, he's countering you. That's actually the best way to pull counter. When those gloves, if I feel your glove touching my beard, I know that my answer is about to wreck you. So we just need 3/4 of an inch. I don't quite have it. I can do a little, get ready Kung Fu guys. Just a little extension there. And what would have been a soft shot with no penetration, right? Extra 3/4 of an inch. I'm starting to add a little whoom, little torque, a little bite right in there at the end. Looks like that. And the benefit, there's some risk. I'm hyperextending the elbow, blah, 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 I get it. But I'm also getting my shoulder up, not quite as good as this does, but I'm getting my shoulder up a little. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 techniques. 2 pieces of white magic, 2 pieces of black magic. I guess leaning would be like brown magic. It's just shit magic. Oh, I got one more piece of black magic. One more piece of black magic. That's the fact that we can just cast a debuff on him. When you realize, and I've done a video on this, I'll link it up there, that your jab doesn't actually have to touch him. It's a bit of a psychic attack. I think that's blue magic. Maybe it's purple magic. Psychic attacks are purple, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So maybe purple magic. I'm attacking him every time I do this. I'm influencing his behavior through my movements and my attacks. When your coach is yelling for you to jab, he doesn't mean when you get over there like, okay, fight's on. Got him. That's not what he wants. He wants these things early. That's what he wants. He wants them going. So to lengthen your jab is to recognize that your jab actually goes this far. Your jab is an attack. If we call it an attack, a purple magic attack, we actually can send it this far. If he's really scared of you, you can send it even further. And if he's not scared of you at all, it won't work as well. So maybe he's resistant. Maybe his intelligence score is higher than your intelligence score. Chaos magic is when I say it's trickery and it's deception, and it's not just for the purpose of scoring points or damaging our opponent. We want him to be confused and feel bad about himself. Like, we don't want to just hurt him with the technique. We want afterwards for him to not understand what's happening. We want him to question whether or not he knows how to fight. We want to really, really, really fuck with this guy. And it's just for, some of it's, obviously we want to score, but some of it's just for pleasure. This is not necessary to win the physical battle. But I'm casting a chaos magic spell, so I don't care. I just want to see him in pain. I just want to see him suffer, whether or not I win the fight. This is something I figured out a long, long time ago when my footwork was a little more sus and my jab wasn't quite as sharp. I call it the dog chain. Remember in the old cartoon, I don't remember whether it was a Looney Tunes or whether it was Tom and Jerry, there was a dog and he had a chain. And he was like, and he couldn't get to the guy, so the guy drew a line. And he knew that the dog could only go that far, so he'd go over there and he'd fuck with the dog. The dog couldn't get past that line. But then the dog erased the line and drew another line. I've figured out, and you can apply this spell to all of the other techniques, or even just your regular jab. If I pull this shoulder back, square up a little more, those of you who like to fight a little more square anyway should appreciate this, and I short my jab up. Like I don't do any of the technique correct. Shoulders are still square, I haven't extended, I haven't turned it over. I make it look crappy, I make it look slow, I might even telegraph it some. And I'll show on my face like, maybe I even step, that's as far as it goes. I'm really trying. It goes further than that, even without the footwork. Sometimes if we get in tight and we're in kind of a, you know, if it's a little higher level guy, we'll kind of be going a little closer, Dutch style. Dutch guys tend to stay closer, right? And I go, I'm so short, I'm so diminutive. Dude, I've never said that word right on the first try. It's a tough word. Dog chain it up. Chain that dog up, draw the line. He thinks he's safe if he's right here, but my line actually goes to there. So that's, what was that, 7? 7 techniques to improve the length of your jab.